So that's kind of partly why I want to do this. I do this on Fridays. And the other part is honestly, it's just really good to just chat about what's going on. I know so many times people will say, hearing real life examples, how I handled something or what I went through, or just little things like that, it really makes you feel better. Like I remember, so I've been a massage therapist for 16 years. And I remember one of my clients kind of talking about her issues with her husband. And, she was actually thinking, like, I don't know what to do. Like, am I going to have to divorce him? Like, and so it was pretty extreme, right? And as a massage therapist, we're like hairstylists, we're like the bartender. We hear everything. Everyone tells us their problems, tells us everything. And so I just shared with her other people's stories, other things they've gone through. And, this isn't your husband. This is how guys behave. This, that. Oh, my other client who's gone to marriage counseling, the counselor advised them to do this, that, that. I'm like, this is not a you thing. This is a marriage thing. Like every woman, every wife with a husband has to deal with this. And especially it's that male brain versus female brain. We think differently, we need different things. And to just understand, it is what it is. And it's just those compromises we have to make. And anyway, she came back to me, I don't know, we'll say a couple weeks later, but the next time she came back, she's like, oh my God, you like saved my marriage. You're right. It wasn't just me. I talked to a few friends and blah, 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 blah. But it never occurred to her to talk to other people about it or friends. It's that Western thing. Don't air the dirty laundry. Don't talk about. We have 1,000 things for it, but we don't want to gossip. Or if we say that we're having issues, people are going to think my marriage is bad, and then I'm some sort of failure, and all of these judgments, preconceived notions, and honestly, they're all a bunch of hogwash anyway. But it's our society, it's how we're raised, these untrue beliefs we hold. But yeah, so that's why really just hearing the stories really helps people. So that's also why I do recommend sharing your story. Whether you want to jump on here and actually join the live and chat with me, you just want to leave a comment, whether it's now or even after the live is over, and just share your story or make a comment, ask a question, because these things, like, you are never alone. You're never the only person wondering something, questioning something, going through something. Like, it helps. It really does help. The more people that can speak out and the more people that can realize these are all very common problems. We just never talk about them. The more we can actually deal with the problem, fix it, solve it, get over it, and it's not a problem, right? So I do want to just start off. I am a little tired today. Oh, I had, not last night. Last night I actually had a really good sleep. And I got my Pata Negra again. This one's just the red blend Rojo. Last night I did have a pretty good sleep, but the night before, oh man, I was having like bad dreams. Bad dreams. I don't want to say nightmares per se, but one of the dreams did literally scare me awake. And my little heart was just like, I was like, ah, which is hilarious, guys, for all my Canadians out there. The person chasing me in my dream, they actually weren't who they were in real life. They were like a different person, but they were that in physical appearance in my dream. Trudeau was chasing me and literally scared me awake. I had a Trudeau nightmare and he scared me awake. So I think that's pretty hilarious because, yeah, if you don't know anything about my politics, not a Trudeau fan, and even most liberals, not a Trudeau fan. He's so terrible. He's just, anyway, not the point, not the story. Yeah, so I am still trying to recover that a little bit. I got a good night's sleep last night, but I haven't had time to nap or like make back any of my sleep I missed. I'm a big proponent of napping and regaining lost sleep if possible. I love napping. Napping is great. I am definitely busy this saved. My goodness, what did we save? Almost $100, I think. We saved about 1,000 pesos. So that's probably about $80 right now. I don't know. Our dollar's so bad. The Canadian dollar is so bad right now. And they're projecting it only to get worse, like on the stock markets. All the forethought into dollars, everyone is betting against the Canadian dollar, meaning they are bidding, betting, buying stocks that the dollar will go down. So, yay, Canada. But yeah, so I did save a ton of money with that. But yeah, making dog food is 2 to 3 day process if I don't just stand in the kitchen for 8 hours every single day. And then maybe I can knock it out in a day and a half, 2 days, but minimum 2 days, if not three. And then if I'm really busy, if I have a lot of work to do, if I can only spend a couple of hours cutting meat, then it might turn into a 4 day process. In case you're wondering, there is only one place here to actually buy raw dog food, and it I think it was last time I checked, it was like 900 pesos, I think, or 1,000 pesos per pound. And that is like $80. One of my two big dogs eats 2 pounds per day. So that's just not happening. Anyway, it was. Now I'm losing my stream. What is happening? Trying to sell me Restream when you can't even secure my connection. Poor choice. Restream. Poor choice. Okay, so all my guys on Facebook, you're still here. I'm also on Substack. Everything's good. So I know it's not my actual connection because my other areas are going through. So Restream, you were just dropping the ball. But yeah, so I save a ton of money just doing it myself because that would probably bankrupt us. I mean, not really, but come on, that's absolutely ridiculous. So I do, in order to not spend my entire life making dog food, I batch it for 2 weeks at a time. So I have to get like literally 35 kilos, which is, I believe, 65 to 70 pounds of meat every 2 weeks, and cut it all up, add veggies, and grind it. So that is part of my life, if you guys didn't already know. So that's what I did over the weekend. And then I had, I believe it was yesterday morning, I found out one of my friends. So yesterday was Thursday. So Wednesday night, obviously I didn't find out until yesterday morning, but Wednesday night he slipped. During the day, he fell at work, but he spent the night in the hospital. We found out yesterday that it turns out that he tore his meniscus and he's going to need surgery and all of this stuff. So yesterday I ended up going to the store, grabbing some stuff. Lots of people coming over. Another one of the neighbors / friends went over, cleaned up his house, taking care of the pups. He's got 3 pugs. I'm going to make him a bunch of food today. I made him a little dessert dish yesterday because let's be real, guys. When we're injured, when we're hurt, when we're not feeling our best, we all like something nice to eat. Yes, he is similar to me in the fact that he likes to exercise, he likes to watch his weight. I know he's going to be very torn about my little treat for him, but it is Norwegian rice cream. It's one of my favorites. Usually you only make it at Christmas, but I just love it. I think it's anyway, not everyone loves it as much as I do, but I love it. So I made him that yesterday with a little cranberry compote to put on top because that's how you do rice cream. Usually you do lingonberry jam on top, but that I cannot get in Mexico at all. And even in Canada, you can pretty much only get it from IKEA, I believe, is the only place to get it now. So it's pretty hard to come by. And then my mom has to, I say smuggle it in. It's not really, as long as it's all packaged and unopened, you can bring it in. Ooh, maybe that's what I'll get her to bring me for Christmas. And so I made him that yesterday. I put beans on to soak. So today I'm going to whip him up a big batch of baked beans because you can do a lot with baked beans. You can make a ton of meals with that. And then I am also going to make tamales because I didn't make them for Christmas. They're a Christmas tradition here in Mexico, and I have all the stuff for it. I just never got around to making it. So I'm going to do that. I got chicken out. I'm going to try for the first time ever doing a chicken tamale, mostly because I do not want to take the time and do up a roast because I'd have to go buy a roast, and I have chicken in the freezer, so we're doing chicken. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, it's been a bit of a week. And then I actually went over this morning and clipped his little puppy's nails because their nails were, we'll just say it had been a little while. So today will be a bit busier for me for sure, but that's okay. Tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow is a day. I don't know how you guys do your weekends, but tomorrow is a day. It's as busy as I choose to make it. So I can definitely fit in a nap if I choose to. And then what else? Oh, we got CISA. It's been actually a really good week. I don't really have too much to complain about. Having to give my big guy his baths. I don't enjoy that. So if I have a complaint, that would be it. He's got yeast on him. So we have the medicated shampoo, and you have to suds him up and then let it sit for 10 minutes. In those 10 minutes, you have to come and strip everything down that he lays on, change the bedding, everything that he touches, basically you have to wash. So come in, try and quickly clean up what I can, because let's be real, I cannot mop the entire floor in the 10 minutes he's outside. But so that I really dislike giving him his baths, but I do because he needs it. But yeah, otherwise it's been a good week. CISA, she is back up. We are, my doodle, we're back up to getting, she had a full dose of her stasis breaker this morning. The new chemo last week was working really well. Her tongue seemed to be less red, which for acupuncture means that her heat is kind of going down. So that's amazing. And so we got the Chinese chemo full dose this morning. So as long as her little tummy is good with it, then we are really on track. And I've got the apple caps are ordered, and she's got, I think it was called Life Gold. It's just a nice little herbal supplement to help her organs process chemos. It's literally designed for dogs with cancer, a herbal support supplement. So excited to get this. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't want to have too short of a session here, but it was a really pretty easy week. I've got into my routine with my big guy, taking him up the stairs. I let him decide because he's got osteoarthritis, and especially his left shoulder, it's got osteophytes, I think they're called in there. So basically he's just got, if you've ever seen in caves, the stigmites, I think they're called. He kind of has those bone spurs in his joint. So every once in a while he'll kind of you can see him just catch there. So I let him decide. And he's a very smart boy. We're so blessed, so thankful to have smart dogs. If he does not want to go up the stairs, he will just stand there and wait. And then I know, okay, I will carry you tonight, put on his harness, and up we go. Otherwise, he can barely wait till I finish putting his grippy socks on, and he's just like, let me go. And he's like just charging up the stairs. So he's such a good boy. And we are in a good routine of bringing him down. I figured out because I always pull to the one, you can only carry him on one side. I have the railing on the left, so I always carry him on my right. But I figured out exactly how I need to engage my core to really support my low back. And as long as I do my little yoga twisty back stretches and stuff, we're doing good. The first couple of days, my low back, my SI joint was getting pretty irritated, but then I was like, okay, seriously, do your stretching. You tell this to everyone else, do your stretching and make sure to engage your core for support. And now everything is pretty good. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have any more. The only real story I would have would be from my friend. I went to visit him yesterday before he went back to the hospital because for whatever reason they discharged him. Something with the insurance, the doctor didn't understand how the insurance works, so they sent him home. I'm not quite sure why, but anyway, he had to go back, obviously. And so I went over to his place and just chatted with him a little bit. And it's funny because this is so Western of us. He's like, oh, I feel so badly. You guys are so busy already. Like, oh, and I'm like, dude, you literally can't walk. Like, it's fine. And just like, oh, I know, but I don't want to be a bother. And I'm like, like you're injured. And it's so funny how we get in these, I don't know, we're such polite people. Well, not as much anymore, but a lot of us older people, we are raised and very polite and we don't want to inconvenience people, and very like Mexicans are very Canadian in that, like, oh, I'm sorry. And we're just very polite and very like, we make room for everyone, walk around. We don't bulldoze through people or anything. Yeah. When America jokes and calls us snow Mexicans, we are not far off the mark. We are very similar in culture. We were raised, at least the way I was raised. I don't know about this younger generation. Topic for another day. But yeah, it's funny because it really got me thinking about when we need support, when we need help, we feel so badly. We feel so guilty for asking for help. Like, oh my goodness, this man literally can't even walk. He literally tore up his meniscus. He can't put any weight on his leg. And yet he still feels so badly needing help. And I'm like, that is quite normal in our society, and especially for women not wanting to ask for help, because this feminist movement of She-Ra, I can do everything myself, don't help me, I have it, and we get all offended or insulted when men try and help us and blah, 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 blah. We really find it almost insulting, some sort of failure if we have to ask for help, right? And I think like he's having trouble asking for help when he literally can't walk. Like, of all the times to just lay back and accept the help, this is it. Like, this is it. And he's still struggling. And I'm like, Lord help us. Like, no wonder people have so much trouble when they're fully able, they're just doing their business, going about life, asking for help if they need it. Like, we can't even ask for help when we're injured, for crying out loud. It's just, it really is funny. So I would say the one thing, everyone listening to this, whenever you're watching it, listening to it, is really just think, like, do you have issues asking for help? Like, does it bother you? And why? Right? Like, even again, dogs are so simple. Like, it sounds terrible, but we almost need to model ourselves much more after dogs. My doodle, like, doesn't matter what time of day, where we're going, just like woo, woo, woo. She's just happy for everything. Oh, we're having some lunch. Woo, that's great. Oh, we're going outside. Ooh, that's great. We're going upstairs. Ooh, what's upstairs? Like, so happy all the time. Like, could you imagine just being that happy all the time for pretty much no reason, just because we're doing things? That's fun, right? And so even my big guy, when he needs help, shoulder sore, whatever sore, maybe his back, he stands at the bottom of the stairs and just waits for me to help him because he knows that's what's best for him. He doesn't need to cause more pain by going up the stairs himself. There's no heroics or whatever, right? He's just, oh yeah, I would appreciate that. Please carry me up. Oh, I'm 75 pounds. That's cool. Carry me up. Like, right? So the other thing, now this is, I won't take credit for this one, but it is so true. It is from Mel Robbins, The Let Them Theory. If you have not read or listened to this book, it's a must. I did it on Audibles. I loved it. Just enthralled. I listen to it when I'm cooking, cleaning, whatever. It's great. My boyfriend, for whatever reason, apparently her voice can be really, he hates her voice. He's like, I could never listen to her. Her voice is so irritating. Okay, fair enough. So we'll buy the book for him. But in there, she does state, oh my goodness, I'm totally losing my train of thought. Sorry, guys. Oh, what are we trying to prove? Not asking for help, not getting help. Everyone needs help. I totally forgot what she says in that book. I was so excited about, you need to listen to or read this book. So hopefully it comes back to me. But everyone needs help at different times. And that's what it was. Think about when you get to help. Like, I went over this morning and I clipped their nails for them, the 3 pugs, and I feel really good. They're walking better. Like, the one, she's so cute, but 2 of her nails, they're so long that they were actually hooking over the other one. So you can imagine she's not walking properly anymore. And dogs are so great; they never really complain. They just kind of muster on through stuff. So I helped with that. I clipped the nails. She's going to be more comfortable. She's going to walk easier. And a couple of weeks, we'll have to do it again to try and like keep shortening them back. But when you help people, whether you just lend a helping hand, hold a door open, whether you cook something, someone has a baby or whatever, or a surgery, you just help out that little bit. You as a person feel good about yourself. It was funny. I just watched recently the movie Clueless, and it's so true because she actually helped out. She's like, I felt so great. I wanted to do more. But that's how it is. When we help other people, we feel really good. Same thing if you see something and it reminds you of someone and you buy it for them and you're like, oh, I'm so excited to give them the gift. You feel really good. It makes you feel good. So what she points out in the book is when we deny other people, this might be from another book. I listen to a lot of audibles, but still. When we deny and people ask, like they offer to help us and they're very genuine, it's not like, oh, do you need anything? And they're secretly hoping you say no. But when they're like, no, I can totally come help you out. Like, what do you need? Let me know. And you can tell they mean it from their heart. No, I'm fine. It's fine. We deny them that great feeling of helping. They literally want to help. So why are we saying no, especially when we need it? It doesn't make sense, right? Same thing, actually, this does go from another book. What was that book called? The King, no. Something about understanding men. It was so good. Hopefully that title comes to me because that Keys to the Kingdom. Keys to the Kingdom by Alice or Allison something or other. So good, guys. So good. But she says in there, when we deny gifts, oh no, I couldn't possibly. Oh, that's too much. I can't accept that. It's the same thing as like denying someone offering to help. We take away that good feeling. It's like when we get excited for someone to open our gift at Christmas. Yes, we all love getting, but most of us love giving. And we get all excited and we're like, "Do you like it? Do you like it?" Right? So when we don't accept gifts or help, we deny them that feeling. And then if you think about the last time you wanted to help someone or you made something for someone, you offered something and they're like, "Oh no, I can't. Oh no, thank you, but no thank you. I can't. I can't." You're like, "Oh." It brings you down. It really, really does. So just even if it's uncomfortable, fun fact, guys, receiving gifts is it's a feminine energy. So we all, boys, girls, all of us, every human being has masculine, feminine energy, right? And being able to receive is a feminine quality from that feminine energy. So for a lot of us in our feminine movement, I'm strong, independent woman, we have actually really diminished and really denied our own feminine energy, and we've blocked it and shriveled it up to this little horrible prune that we need to now rehydrate and water and fertilize and bring back to life. But that's where that comes from. We deny our inner feminism, so we actually become really uncomfortable accepting help or accepting gifts or all of this. But it does everyone so much good to just suck up that discomfort, accept it, and say thank you. They are so happy. They're feeling great. You are going to actually appreciate that gift after you get over your discomfort or the help or whatever they're giving you. You're going to love it once you get over that discomfort. It's the most natural thing in the world that we've created to be unnatural. So I will say that is one thing. I used to not be able to even accept a compliment, let alone gifts or help. Lord help me, I could not accept help. I can do it myself. And now that I've given my head a shake and gotten out of my toxic femininity, yeah, when people are like, "Oh, can I help you?" I'm like, "Yes, you can." "Oh, hey, would you like this?" "I would. Thank you. That is awesome. Thank you." "Hey, do you want?" "Yes, I do. I would love that. Thank you." Right? Because why not? They feel good about it. And especially, there's been quite a few times too where people are like, "I'm just going to throw this away. Do you want it?" "Yes. Yes, I do. Thank you." Right? But somewhere in yeah, it's funny. We'll make it, "Oh, they're not really going to throw it away. They're just saying that, so I'll take it," or blah, blah. No, if you want to take it. I mean, if you truly don't. But yeah, so that's my little, guess I went on a bit of a rant instead of, I didn't really have too many stories from this week. It's been really hot. We have had a bit of rain though, so that's been really good. But my grass in my backyard is still pretty dead. I need to definitely water it more, but in true Mexico fashion, with the supreme extreme heat and not getting a ton of rainfall, they actually shut our water off frequently. We have cisterns in the back, so it's not like we go all day without water in the house because we have a well. And for especially like a single person like me, when my boyfriend's not here, I'll refill the tank on the roof. Okay, anyway, um, that cistern will probably last me 2 or 3 days as a single person. You only showering once a day and just doing about life, not doing 1,000 loads of laundry frequently, been shutting off the water. But that's okay. Welcome to Mexico. I chose to live here. It is what it is. And thank goodness grass, no matter how dead it is, with enough water, it does come back. Always, every time. So I won't complain about that. All right. I think that is about it. Yeah, let me know how your week went. Like I said, I found it a lot better. The global, like, universal chaos that was going on everywhere seems to more or less subsided. Things have been pretty smooth lately. My boyfriend's had a few issues at work, but I might just blame that on Canadian chaos energy, because here we've been pretty easy peasy, nothing crazy. We actually had a few mornings that were cool, so we went to the park again. That was really nice. Yeah, I think that's really about it. The only other thing is, um, just to remember, I'll just give like this weird little, hey guys, just for the weekend, remember, a little coachy coach, but remember to really enjoy the little things. We were coming back from the OXXO this morning because I had to go grab some more milk. It's like a 7-Eleven. They're on almost every corner, and they just carry your basic supplies, like a cute little mini mart. And so we were on our way back from that, and the parrots were flying. And it's funny because we have this, like, I think of it like a Mexican crow. They're called a grackle. They can make some really beautiful sounds, but they can make these god awful noises too, just like a crow or a raven. They can be like really ear piercing and loud. And they actually, unlike a crow or a raven, they're bullies. They will gang up and go after doves' nests. And they're a terrible bird. Terrible. They're very mean. They like to torture little babies. Terrible bird. But they make a ruckus. On a regular basis, they're always making a ruckus. So when I heard this ruckus, I didn't register immediately that it was the parrots, because usually by 7 a.m. they have flown into the park behind us. I don't know why they fly over that way in the morning. I think they go back at night, but they're making this ruckus. And I didn't register it was them because in my mind it was too late for the parrots to be flying overhead. And then all of a sudden I was just kind of, not thinking about much, just walking back to the house, and I hear it. All of a sudden I was like, those are parrots. And sure enough, there was about 8 of them, bright green, flying overhead. And these are those little moments where, if we're so caught up in our thoughts, we're constantly doing the what ifs, we're constantly thinking of tomorrow. If we're living in tomorrow, right? Oh, I have to remember this. I have to do that. I have to do that. Like, even if I was like, oh, I have my milk. Okay, when I get home, we do this, and then I'll have to do that, and then I still have to make my beans. Where's my recipe? Then we don't pay attention to what's happening around us. And I would have missed that moment. I would have missed those beautiful parrots. And if you follow my posts at all, I do talk a lot about it. It really is the little tiny moments that add up to the big picture of like being happy, enjoying the tiny this. You see the beautiful trees swaying in the breeze and you just notice how nice it is. Or there's a beautiful sun, or doesn't the sky, it's so clear and beautiful today. All of those little tiny moments, if we can have 20 of those in a day, well, we've just brightened our entire day by a few notches, right? And then over time, it becomes habit to where we're always just picking out and noticing the beautiful things and smiling and just being happier overall. So that's my little, public service announcement for the weekend is, remember to take the time, just notice the things and appreciate the things, the small things. It could be the tiniest thing in the world. But yeah, it's so important. People really overlook it, but it really, really is important. So anyway, guys, I'll stop rambling on, and I will say have a very lovely weekend, and I will see you guys next week. All right. And that party ended. Oh, so funny. So funny, these streams, I tell you. Yeah, whatever.